to me. I mean, if somebody gives you a gun, any gun, it don't matter, even if it's a Savage. Somebody gives you a gun, that's a nice thing. That's the best gift that somebody can be given. Hey, it's a preacher. I'm out here in the yard today playing with my new toy. You know, I've said for a long time I pastor the best church in the world, and I say that because it's full of really good people. Anyways, one of the people in our church, one of my good friends, Mark, you've seen Mark on a few of my videos. He shoots a lot of milsurp guns and brings them over, lets me shoot them, and we have a good time together. He had a Luger. It's Luger brand. That's because Stoeger owns Luger. Anyways, he had one of these Luger 22 pistols. And the last time we went out, he let me shoot it. And these are a joy to shoot. They're rather full-size 22, you know. And because of the action, the recoil is just, well, it's not there. And so it's fun to shoot. It's comfortable in the hand. It's made similar to the Luger action, but not exactly like it. These were made by Stoeger from 1969 to 1985 or 6, somewhere in there. I think it's 86. Anyways, it does have the cam that rolls it back. So it functions similar to that. The feel is the same as a Luger. And there's a big question, or a lot of claims that these are not real reliable. Well, I came out here and put 10 rounds in it, cycled all 10 perfectly, and that was the day that Mark gave it to me. I had a birthday here about a week or so ago. Anyways, Mark said, I got you some little knickknacks, and he had like a Walmart sack with a bunch of little trinkets in it, and then the bottom was this. And I was like, this ain't no trinket. So anyways, he gave me this Stoeger Luger 22 pistol, and I love it. Anyway, so what I got a bunch of ammo out here today. This is what I shot through it originally. This is the Aguila Super Extra 40 grain. I think this has an advertised velocity of like, yeah, 1,255 feet per second. So over 1,200 feet per second. It shot great. I have some CCI standard velocity. This is 1,070 feet per second. So substantially slower. Here is some CCI. These are the mini mags. This is 1,235 feet per second. So very similar to the Aguila. And I'm going to try some of them in it. And then my good friend Rendell, another guy at church, he gave me these Winchester Dynapoints a long time ago. And he had them for a long time. So I'm going to try them. And then I've got the good old Federal Target Performance. And I don't know what the velocities are on these. 1,200 feet per second. So we'll try those. What's the velocity on the Dynapoints? They may not have had velocity back then. Doesn't say. All it says is dangerous within 1.5 miles. So I got a good backstop, no worries there. Anyways, we're going to try all these. I'll let you see me shooting the little Luger. And the magazine holds 11. I'll probably just put 5 in there because I hate sitting here having, if it's not going to work, I don't want to have to sit here and kick out 10 or 11. So I'll put about 5 of each. I'll turn you around where you can see the pistol and the target. By the way, let me show you this target. I think you can kind of see here, there's a ram and there's a hog. And Rendell, another guy in church, he gave me those. He's moving, and he said he want to move them, so he gave them to me, and there you go. I've got a couple of nice targets there to shoot. Okay, these are the Aguila that I've been shooting. And like I said, I haven't had any troubles with them yet. So we'll try those. Well, that's my first hang up. Didn't come all the way out. Lock the bolt to the rear. Okay, next up will be the CCI standard velocities. 1,070 feet per second. See what happens. No problems there. Alright, this time we'll be shooting the Winchester Dynapoints. Kind of a hollow point looking copper jacketed bullet. These are old. I don't know how old, but they're pretty old. It takes a while to get used to that little cam. You kind of have to pull up as much as you pull back. No issues there. Now we'll be shooting the Federal Target Grade Performance ammunition. Ideal for semi-autos. Ideal. We'll see. This is just a lead bullet, no copper jacket. No problems there. Now we'll be going with the CCI mini mags. I caught these on sale a few years ago, and well, big brother, if you're watching, I bought one box and this is them. It's funny, I've had one failure to fully eject that shell and the case, and that's the only problem I've had. And I shot, I don't know, maybe 20 of those Aguila through this, no problem. CCI mini mags. No problem there. Let's go back and shoot those Aguila again, and let's just see if that was a fluke or... I've got 4 loose ones in my pocket. Let's see what they do. So out of all the ammo we've tested, the old Dynapoint, the Federal, the CCI Standard Velocity, the Aguila Super Extra, and the mini mags, the Aguila is the only thing that is misfired, and that's what I started out shooting. That's what I have a lot of. Kind of shocks me there. I don't know. Let me get you over here. Maybe you can see it a little better. See the action. I'll try to get the gun out here. That for me is the best way. Those 2 fingers, instead of like you would try to do it, just put those 2 fingers on it, pull it back. Might have been a fluke, might have just needed to warm it up a little bit. I'll tell you one thing, it may not be the most reliable, but it is the most fun to shoot. This thing, let me just load it up and let me cycle a full 10 through it. I've got them. I'm going to try these Dynapoints. These are the oldest that I have, and if I'm going to shoot up anything, I ought to shoot up them. Anytime somebody asks you, hey, would you like to have some free 22 ammo? You say, yeah, I would. And so Rendell, same guy that gave me the targets, he gave me this Dynapoint that he had around, a couple bricks of it actually, probably 7 or 8 years ago. And I've shot and shot and shot and shot, and I've shot a bunch of it. And it's been pretty good ammo. I don't see it anymore. I don't know what replaced it. I just don't see, maybe I just don't see it in my area. Of course, I haven't shot for 22 ammo in so long. There's your full magazine, holds 11. Put one in the chamber, you got 12 in your hand. That's pretty good. There you have it right there. Now, I want to try to pull back on it like you would with a traditional, you know, semi-auto, but you don't. You really just lift a little bit up and back with your fingers like this and let it go. Once you engage it, that little cam lock, once it engages, it goes. Let's just try to do 10 fast on the ram. Failure to eject on the last one. I think that last failure is on the ammo, because this 22 case is split all the way down the side. Let's see if we can let's see if I can show it to you. Can you see that crack right there? I know I can see it now on the screen. That goes from the back all the way to the end. That entire case separated. Well, I just dropped it. You know what happens when you drop a 22 case in grass? That's right, you never see it again. I might be yelling at you. Was I yelling at you? I didn't mean to be yelling at you. I just get my earplugs on. All right. So, I love this gun. I can't thank Mark enough for giving it to me. I mean, if somebody gives you a gun, any gun, it don't matter, even if it's a Savage. Somebody gives you a gun, that's a nice thing. That's the best gift that somebody can be given, is a gun. But when someone gives you a cool gun, you know, like a little Ruger or a Luger 22 pistol like this, that's real cool. I really, really, really enjoy this gun. It's fun to shoot. It's one of those guns like when you take your wife to the range or some kids to the range. You give them this cool looking pistol. It looks just like what they see in the old World War II movies. And so, yeah, you know, thanks Mark, and thanks Rendell. I mean, these little steel game targets, silhouettes, these are going to be fun to shoot. Getting things set up. The thing that I'm kind of waiting on, you know, I'm here in my backyard. I don't know if you noticed this, but yeah, my house is right there. And I've been doing a lot of yard work. And I've got this range set up here close to shoot with the 22, and then I've got another long range through the woods. I can shoot 100 yards. And I'm able to shoot just kind of resting off the rail of the deck, or, you know, offhanded or off a set of shooting sticks. But what I really need is a table where I can sit down and sight in a rifle or shoot for groups. And that's kind of what I'm waiting on. I've got some reloads I need to test. I've got them loaded, I've got them recorded. I just need to go shoot them. But in order to know which one's the best, I can't rely on my offhand shooting. So I need a shooting bench built there on the back deck, and I'll get that done in the next couple of weeks or so if this quarantine continues. And I'll be honest with you, as far as the quarantine goes, come May, this old boy's fixing to pull out his First Amendment card and go back to having church and go where he wants and do what I want. I'm tired of